So just wanted to do a little update on the Raptor build. It's not really, I wouldn't really call it, I don't like calling it a build. Kind of ever evolving to suit the trips that we go on. So as you can see, quite a lot of changes since last time. I've now got a roof rack, also got a cheap roof tent on the back, literally just for this trip. The wife is coming with me on this trip, so storage and stuff has been upgraded, so quite a lot going on. You'll see we've moved the roof bars to the furthest front and back points, and then we've got one of these cheap OEX Vertex lights from Go Outdoors. Really good for the money. I think they're about less than 650 quid, and we ended up paying for it. And then storage wise, we've got in the back, I don't think I had these last time, but we've now got a decked drawer system in the back. Normally, well, for the last few months I've been keeping tools and things in the back there, but for this trip we've got it set up with a bit of food, cooking stuff. This is a little 12-volt portable shower. The tank for it is stored just at the back there, and then we've got just kitchen-y sort of stuff all in this drawer. Spare gas bottles, a few overflow bits of food from the other drawer. I also keep ratchet straps and things in the side pocket on the right, and then this side is a bit similar. Bungee cords and stuff in that side, so they're really handy. For the trip we've got our chairs stored underneath to keep them dry. I've bought 4 of these front runner boxes. We're going to keep our clothes in these for this trip. So I've got 2, and the wife has got 2 as well. So they're really handy. This is the little tank that comes with the shower. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to boil some hot water, fill this up with hot water so we can have a hot shower. We've got like a little pop-up shower tent that we're going to use just for this trip. Couple of jerry cans, plastic jerry cans there. We usually use them for water. So by the time I get the other 2 front runner boxes sort of either side here, that's the bed all full up, but it's fairly well protected from the elements. So really enjoying the decked drawer system. They've been great. Nice Facebook Marketplace find. You also see I've got an aerial there as well now, antenna. So I've fitted a CB radio in the cab, which I'll show you in a bit. So roof rack. I've also got a front runner awning just on the side of the roof rack there for when the weather's a bit worse. Let's jump up here. So roof rack, I've got shovel mounted on the back, max tracks. We've got a couple of storage boxes on the top there. I think one of them is actually empty, so we might use that for dirty clothes and stuff. And then the other one has got the pegs, sidewalls, hammer and stuff like that to go with the awning. We'll go around the other side. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I really like how it looks with this rack on it. I can get up here. So you see there the rack. So this is a roller Titan roof rack I actually imported this from Australia. I like the fact that it's got the T-channel all the way around the edges, and also on the sides here as well. It's really handy for things like when you want a extra tie down point, but obviously you can see there's not really any sort of ideal room there because they've got the roof rack so full of stuff. Last minute addition that I ordered last week, Pelly rifle case. This has got all my just tools and things in. I go a bit overboard with tools and carry more than I need, but I'd rather have it and not need it than the other way around. So that is absolutely rammed full of Milwaukee impact wrenches, all sorts of stuff. See, I've got a couple of padlocks on it. I brought this because this this is one of the Storm series pelly cases, so it's all watertight. As far as I know, it doesn't have really any issues with condensation inside either, hopefully. And you can put a couple of padlocks on it, so that's really good for that. So I've had I've put a 2-inch lift on the truck as well, so it's looking a little bit higher, better clearance. Been off-roading quite a bit in it this year. Haven't really videoed much, done any sort of big videos or anything, but we're now so the reason for this setup being the way it is, we are off to Corsica with Grit Outdoors. We're leaving on Boxing Day and should be back early January. Just going to go and spend New Year's in Corsica basically. But the wife is coming with me this time, so needed the roof tent as opposed to, I normally have like a little swag that I just use for myself, and we wanted to be a bit more comfy for this trip. Inside I've also done quite a bit, as I said. So a few little wires hanging down there which I'm not overly happy with, but we'll tidy those up at a later date. So this space under here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a charging, this is where the wireless charging pad is. I personally don't like using the wireless charging pad. It gets my phone gets far too hot on it. So I've got one of these little Amazon USB jobbies, does the trick really nicely for just charging my phone up. CB radio from Thunderpole. This is the T3000. The main reason I went for the T3000 was because it's really slim, so the depth, so it fitted underneath there really nicely. This insert took quite a lot of trial and error, but that's 3D printed to take the radio. I'm really happy with how that turned out. That's all fully removable. It's just held in with some 3M double-sided tape, and it's held really nice and strong. So I got that all tuned up with some help from I tuned it up, but my friend sent me an SWR meter, so I managed to get that tuned up the other day, so shout out Ben for doing that. And then also I've got this Temu special, but it fits really nicely. Little pad on the top there with these mounts, and you'll see I've custom 3D printed a little mount for the hand for the handset, and you'll see that hangs down really nicely and super neat. So again, really happy with that. In the back I've now got a I think I mentioned the molle panels and stuff before, but I never actually had them. So I've now got the Pirate Camp-Co rear window molle panel, which you can see I've got my axe mounted on. Really nice and secure, that's never coming off or going anywhere. And then I've got a recovery strap and some soft shackles and stuff all there at hand, nice and easy to get to. The parcel shelf as well. So this is the Pirate Camp-Co parcel shelf. Really handy. So we'll be putting bedding, coat, jackets, that type of thing up there. There's not a huge amount of space between the ceiling and that to get stuff in, but it's perfect for wedging bedding and jackets and things like that in there. I've still got the same setup with my power banks and the fridge. Slight difference now, I've got our kit, basically our whole kitchen set up on a Milwaukee packout, so I'll head round and show you that now. So this is our cooker and basically kitchen setup. What I've done, I've taken a Milwaukee packout 3-drawer unit. I've 3D printed these little brackets here, and then we've got a hinged bracket there, and a couple of chopping boards, just cheap ones off Amazon, but they were the perfect size. So these obviously fold up when we have the kitchen out. I'll go through a little bit detailed setup, show it all set up and everything. I also was a bit sad and 3D printed this as well, so Milwaukee cookout. And then made this panel up with some Milwaukee packout feet on it for our Kadak cooker, so that lives on here permanently. Just folds up and lives on there. It's all nice and solid, can't go anywhere. For this trip I wanted to I've put the Milwaukee packout radio Bluetooth speaker on here. Normally I don't normally take this with me for trips, that's a bit overkill. I've got a smaller speaker that we take, but sort of sod it. For this trip I'm going to take it. There's a group of 4 or 5 of us going, so we'll get some tunes going around the campfire and stuff over New Year's. That'll be quite good fun. Drawers wise, so obviously I'm not going to open them all the way because this gets in the way, but yeah, we've got kitchen paraphernalia and stuff to go with the cooker all in here. Spare chopping board, the grill plates. This drawer's got miscellaneous knives and cutlery, whisk and a few other random bits and pieces that we like to have with us. And then the bottom drawer is empty at the moment. Plates, bowls and stuff like that. We've got a little plate and bowl set which is in the dishwasher at the moment, but that'll go back in there before we go. So that lives in the bottom there. So literally when I get to camp, I don't even need to have a table with us. I just use one of the front runner boxes under the awning, put this on top, and with the radio this sits at the perfect height to cook on. So it works really well. Got fold up shelves on both sides, which double up as chopping boards as well. So that works really well. I'm really pleased with how this has come out. A few tiny little changes I'm going to make to it, but that's more in terms of like the storage in the drawers really. So really happy with that. It is a little bit of a fumble to get it out, but the way this is set up, it basically wedges perfectly in here with this, and against the back down here. So this literally can't go anywhere. And then we've got a pop-up shower tent that just sits here. It's like one of those ones in a little round bag that pops up that are impossible to get down. And then just in the floor space here, I've just got a few little air pump for the tyres, a couple of spare Milwaukee batteries for the tools and other bits and pieces, charger. I've got the original Ford scissor jack and the bits to get the spare wheel down. Obviously my spare wheel normally lives in the back of the cab, in the truck bed, but for this trip I've put it back underneath the rear of the pickup truck bed. So that's back under there, which means I need to have all these bits with me to get it down with. So that's fine. It's a little bit more faff, but that does the job. Yeah, and that's it really. So we've got a little bit of room in the footwells and stuff that we'll put sort of shoes and things like that. Mrs always likes to bring lots of shoes. But yeah, I'm really happy with the setup at the minute. Got everything we need. I'll just quickly unlock the Pelly case and I'll show you what sort of tools I generally take with me. Right, so Pelly case wise, it's got these really good, I've unclipped it all already, but these seal down really nice. It's got really good rubber seal all the way around here. It's a bit rammed full, but yeah, as you can see, I go way overkill. Got angle grinder, die grinders. What else have we got in there? I think there's some ratchets, spanners, boost pack. I've got 1/2 inch, so there's a load of 1/2 inch stuff there which I use for heavier duty stuff for the wheels and what have you. And then underneath here, I've also got 3/8 stuff, a couple of snap-on ratchets, yeah, and a breaker bar and stuff hiding under there. there is all sorts in here, pliers, as you can see. But yeah, so it's pretty rammed full, but I'd rather have it and not need it than be the other way around. Also a few drill bits. There is a drill in there somewhere at the end there, I think. So yeah, pass-through ratchet as well. So yeah, this will be, eventually this will all be foamed out properly, and I'm going to make use of the lid as well, so I can foam all that out. Put my screwdrivers and things in the lid. Just haven't got around to doing it yet, so but yeah, so I'm really happy with that. This is no ratchet straps or anything on this. I can't get to it at the moment, but in the bottom of the case I've basically just got it bolted directly to the roof rack with some holes drilled through into the roof, through the box, using I think 5 or 6 M8 bolts straight into the roof rack. So that works really well. It's really solid, won't go anywhere. Really difficult, no one's going to be able to pull that off and get rid of and steal it. Will be with the truck most of the time anyway, hence why I'm not too worried about having the stuff up here. So yeah, really happy with that as well. So yeah, there you go, that's an overview of how I've got the truck currently set up. Like I say, we're going to Corsica, so it's mainly, a lot of this stuff is mainly storage for all the things I need when the other half comes with you. Normally I travel a lot lighter than this. So yeah, so I think that covers just about everything. Excited to try out the awning, CB radio. So as you can see, we've done loads of stuff. If anyone wants me to go into more detail about anything in particular, just let us know, and I'll do some more in-depth videos if you like. All right, cheers.